Trouble?
We find this boy.
Counters, we've always had a heart for the heart.
We're A-Game, a 100% Black-owned company with an all-natural product and world-class customer service. We're headquartered in California, and we manufacture, package, and ship right here in the United States. We ship to more than 125 distributors worldwide. Normal processing is 2 to 3 days, and we employ virtual tracking until our product is received. So, no matter where you are in the world, here we come, and we're bringing your A-game.
What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on SHEEPSTAYSLEEPTV. Shout out to everybody who support the platform, man. Much love. Salute to everybody that's in the building right now. If you are tuned in, make sure you hit the like button, man. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button, man. Get something to drink. Well, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all share the show. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all share the show, man. We're going to get into it today. Salute to everybody that's in the building. Shout out to the masculine mercenaries. Salute to my whole A-Game family that's in the building. So make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all share the show. Those are the first two ways you support the platform. Hit the like button, share the show. Hit the dislike button, share the show. You know, that's how we do. So I appreciate it. This is your first time here, first time listener. Make sure you hit the subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I drop some new content right here on SHEEPSTAYSLEEPTV. And last but definitely not least, make sure you financially support the show. You could do so by going to CashApp $SHEEPSTAYSLEEPTV. That's CashApp $SHEEPSTAYSLEEPTV is where you can go to financially support the show. If you have any questions, any comments you would like me to acknowledge, you could go ahead and put it through the super chat and I will post them. All other donation links will be in the chat room. All other donation links will be in the chat room. Shout out to everybody in the building. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give some shout outs. Shout out to Gold Professor. Peace to the God. Gold Professor in the building. Shout out to my brother Father's Time in the building. Salute, family. Shout out to my brother the Bishop in the building. Salute to the Bishop. Shout out to Let's See in the building. What's going on? What's going on? Shout out to Ray. Salute, Ray. Shout out to the Crimson Cure. Salute. I appreciate you tuning in. Much love. Shout out to my brother Sir Obadiah. Appreciate you. Shout out to Official in the building. Salute, Official. Shout out, bro. Shout out to Sun Kissed in the building. Salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to everybody that's in the clouds, too. Shout out to y'all. And we back here on SHEEPSTAYSLEEPTV with another one. As you can see the title, the title has to be in you, not on you. It has to be in you, not on you. Shout out to my brother Ronan in the building. Salute. But it has to be in you, not on you, man. We just gonna shout out to my brother Ronan. Appreciate you, bro. It has to be in you, not on you, man. We're going to talk about masculinity and what exactly a masculine man represents. Now, I'm doing this because shout out to my brother Rob. Salute, brother Rob. I'm doing this because I be hearing a lot of guys on panels and they think that what is being done is some masculine shit, and it's just some shit that you decide to do as being a male. Like, I need dudes to understand that masculinity is an energy. I need y'all to understand that, and I'm gonna repeat that again so y'all understand it. I need y'all to understand this, brothers. Masculinity is a energy. Masculinity is an energy. Masculinity is not a behavior. Masculinity is not how you dress. Masculinity is not the way you wear your clothes, the way you talk. None of that is masculinity. See, because you can be a non-masculine man, right? But still show up as a man. Y'all have to understand this. So when I say it has to be in you and not on you, what I mean is your masculinity must be exuded from the inside, brothers. So when you have a mission in life, when you have a purpose in life that you say you have, being a man, right? That purpose or that mission, right, must derive from something within. You see? I need you brothers to understand this, because a lot of you brothers think your purpose is to appear to everyone else as a man. And a lot of you guys live your life this way. And a lot of you guys do things and then you're unfulfilled. You're unhappy. And a lot of you guys, I hear a lot of you guys say, well, I thought what I was doing was being a man. I thought what I was doing was showing her that I was a real man. No, what you was doing was you actually was acquiescing, which you knew you were doing, which would show her that you're not sure of yourself, which is a testament to your masculine energy. You see? So when you take on a purpose and a mission, it has to also be something that you can relate to. See, black male agency, right? That is a mission that only a small group of men has ever really stepped foot in. And a lot of those guys that step foot in that arena, a lot of those guys, you know, they're not here no more. But also, a lot of those guys, people still talk about to this day. And people will speak about forever. So when I say a mission, the mission that you say you represent must derive from something within. You can't say that you represent something from the outside. You see? It has to be in you. What you represent has to be a part of you. That's why you represent it. See, you can't say you represent black male agency, right? But you can't relate to none of the struggle of a lot of the black men. And I'm not talking about later on struggles that you went through as a man. I'm talking about childhood shit. I'm talking about actually growing up in the gynocracy. See, a lot of y'all really didn't grow up in the gynocracy. This is why it's easy to abandon this mission. It's easy. And I understand, because this is the dirty work. You see, advocating for brothers that's the dirty work. That's the work nobody want to do. That's like scrubbing the toilets. I get it. But see, I also understand that it takes certain people to even want to do this type of stuff. And if you're not that type of person, if it's not in you, it's going to show. Eventually, it's going to show. You see? I need brothers to understand this, because this shit is deep. It's deeper than what people want to make it out to be. But see, the reason why I'm going to hold a line with this is because of some of the music I was playing in the intro of my stream. I grew up on that type of shit. I grew up being taught what the Wu talk about in their music. I grew up on that. I'm talking about for real. If you got my Facebook, I just put pictures up so you know, you see it. You see my aunts dressed in garb. It's I grew up like that. My uncles only played Wu-Tang and Pharaoh Monch, KRS-One. God rap. I grew up listening to the type of music where black men empowered other black men. I was raised that way. I was raised on do for self. And do for self ain't just do for you. It's do for you and the next brother that look like you. Do for the next brother that represent what you represent. I grew up on that. I was raised on this. This is what I mean by I gotta be in you. See, this is not something that's, oh, you can just sign up for and then, clock out whenever you're ready. Nah. This is why very few men travel this path. I get it. I know. I don't even blame you. Because this is not who you are. Spiritual value. Who are you? Your mission and your purpose comes from your spiritual value. It don't come from wealth. It don't come from wealth. It don't come from mobility. It don't come from your education. Your career is not your purpose. Your job is not your purpose. Your purpose comes from your spiritual value. It comes from you. This is why I say it has to be in you and not on you. Why you think the Wu rapped the way they rapped? Because it's in them. They wasn't just rapping like that because they said, well, we gonna go read some books and rap like this and rap like that. No, it's in them. This is who they are. They're expressing who they are. And what they did was they made who they were cool. They made their style of rap cool. At one point, that was the standard of rap. If you did not have any intellectual bars, they don't want to hear you rap. You're called the poo putt. You see? You had to have knowledge in your bars. You had to be teaching brothers and sisters and the children, teaching your community through your music. This is how they express themselves because was who they were. This is how they were raised and reared. Just watch a Talib Kweli interview. Talib Kweli, his mom's is an English teacher or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. This is why he used so much words in his bars. Because it's in him. His mother's an English teacher. So he read all the time. He wrote all the time. It's in him. So when you talking about this mission of black male advocacy, and black male agency, it has to be in you. You have to have a beginning somewhere. You have to have a point of reference. You see? You have to be able to say, well, this was the standard when I grew up. It can't just be somebody who mentioned some stuff and you went and listened to it and you liked it. No. You have to have a point of reference. See, the type of music that I grew up on, that y'all was just listening to, I grew up on the Wu. Because like I said, my uncles listened to this. But they listened to it because not only did they grow up in that era, but they could relate to what the Wu was talking about. Because the Wu was rapping about how they grew up. You see? And they really could relate to what the Wu was rapping about because the Wu was rapping Islam. They was rapping Islam. Knowledge of self. That's what they were rapping. This is what my family was based on. Islam. You see? You see? This is what I mean. You got to have a point of reference. It got to be in you. My grandfather brought the lessons to my family. My grandmother's first husband civilized my family. He civilized my family. A black man who had knowledge of self civilized my family. He provided SOS for my family. A black man. You see? This is how my family got introduced to Islam through my grandfather. And then later on, my grandmother remarried, and then she married an actual temple Muslim who went to the actual temple. See, because my grandmother's first husband, he was part of the Nation of Gods and Earths. And back in his time, they called them renegade Muslims. The Nation of Gods and Earths, that's what they were called. But the first introduction to that was from a black man. So the mission was always the mission growing up. See, the mission was always understood. It was understood. It at this point, you know, me and my cousins, that's the same age and all that. We don't have to talk about it. We know. It's understood. This is how we grew up. So it's only destined for somebody to take that, to pick up that That's expected for somebody to take up that cause to help heal and change the trajectory of Black men, because that is the purpose of Islam. That's the purpose of the lessons. Because it's our job as men to civilize our woman. You see? The same thing we sit here and say online. It's in the lessons. See, it got to be in you. It got to be in you. See, in the lessons, they assess the 10 life values. They assess the 10 life values in the message to the Black man. See? Black man, it's about you. Knowledge of self. Knowledge is number one. Isn't that spiritual value? Huh? Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. That's spiritual value. Right? With the proper knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, you'll have proper spiritual value and you're going to eat right. That's why they wrote the book, How to Eat to Live. So you can know how to eat right. That's your health value right there. If you know how to eat, your woman know what to cook you. So she's not poisoning her family. Come on. Should I keep going? You have to dress a certain way. There's a dress code. Women have to go outside with their head covered. That's your appearance value. See? That's your appearance value. And then your dwelling, where you live, the conditions of your home. Cleanliness is next to godliness. See, they show you all this in How to Eat to Live. How to keep your house clean, all that type of stuff. Dietary stuff, all of that. It assesses the 10 life values, especially those internal 5. Initially, it knocks those out the park. Right then and there. It assesses the healing of men. We got to heal. See? Then when you get later on in the book, Message to the Black Man, which I advise every Black man to read, just because what it says, Message to the Black Man. Read it. And don't read it from a read it objectively. Read it and give your honest critique. Don't read it from a religious standpoint. Read it just you being a black man that saw a book in a bookstore and it said, oh, message to the black man. Oh, let me get this. Read it from that standpoint. You understand? Read it from that standpoint. Don't be like, well, I'm not going to read it because, you know, this man got the star and the crescent, you know, on his hat. So I'm, you know, don't let that persuade you. Because see, later on in the book, he gets on to the building aspect of brothers. And he describes how effective teamwork and agency is for us as a nation. This is why he said, do for self, brothers. Do for you and your kind. Group economics amongst your brothers, amongst your family. This is why it was taught in my family to do for self. This is why my aunt owns her own market. Oh yeah, y'all gonna see some stuff coming this summer on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Y'all gonna see it. My aunt owns her own market, selling all organic food, fruits, everything. We grew up like this, man. This ain't me stunting on nobody. This is the truth. The products and the supplements that I take, besides A-Game, I get from my family. My cousin makes the stuff. He makes the black seed oil. He makes the black seed pills that I take and the sea moss gel, and he makes this stuff. My grandmother was a tailor. God bless the dead. Damn. My grandmother was a tailor. She had a restaurant for years, a caterer for years. This is what we about. See, it got to be in you. This is not a t-shirt. This is not for a t-shirt in a goodie bag like you at a Black Lives Matter rally. It's not what this is about, bruh. That's not what this is. This is not for a photo op and a quick check for doing a walkthrough. That's not what this is, bro. If this shit not in you, it's not for you. Let me repeat that. If this shit is not in you, it's not for you. I need y'all to understand that. Don't take up a mission that you're going to abort when shit get real. Don't do it. If you know that you're not going to be in this shit for the long haul, if you know that your motive is some exterior shit, then go eat. See? Go eat. Go eat. I'm never opposed to a nigga going to eat. Go eat. Go eat, bro. Because I know what it is. See, it's not personal. I know what it is. It ain't in you. And it ain't nothing personal. It's the truth. It's not in you. You have no real reference point. You have no real reason to sacrifice every goddamn thing and put everything on the line for this shit. You don't have no reason to do it because you don't come from it. You see, you don't come from it. This is why I see why everybody is double backing around and they're going to follow Kevin. Because it ain't in them. All the shit that was being talked for years, it ain't in y'all. I get it. It's not in you. It ain't. And see, you know what I realized? I realized that I was trying to protect the space from the women coming in to not expose y'all niggas. I'm going to go ahead and keep it real. Because I knew a lot of you dudes was weak. I saw it already. I saw it a long time ago. But I wanted to give y'all the benefit of the doubt. Because I understand we need numbers. We need more men. But I knew you dudes was going to fold once the women got around. That's why I was fighting so hard to keep them away. Because I knew, I said, damn, when they come in here, it's over. And that's what happened. All of the shit that y'all see now all started when them floodgates opened up. Now the shit that you see now is all just a result of that. Once them floodgates was open, it was over. See? And I was doing that shit. I was doing that shit to protect y'all image. Real talk. I was doing that shit to protect y'all. Because I knew what it was. And honestly, I just didn't want to show the women that we was actually that weak. As a team, as a group of men, I didn't want to show them that, damn, we that weak. But they already knew. They already knew. I know they used to sit back and be like, damn, why he fighting so hard for these weak ass dudes? Because that's what I was saying to myself, honestly. I knew once they came in, all y'all panty lines was going to be exposed. And then to top it off, Kevin blows up off the strength of talking to women. Huh, that really made you dudes just be like, oh, I'm free at last. Free at last. Oh, Lord, I'm free at last. Free at last. Free at last. Oh, Lord, I am free at last. Y'all got tired of capping. I know. Now it's out the bag. Now everybody just showing it. Hey, man, fuck that shit, man. Hey, man. Free at last. You free. Go be free, bro. I'm not opposed to no brother going to follow his heart. Follow your heart because that's where your purpose comes from. See, your purpose don't come from your brain. You use strategy to get things done for your purpose. But your purpose comes from your heart. Desire comes from your heart, not your brain. See? That burning feeling that you feel, you know that's in your chest. That ain't in your brain. If you feel a burning in your brain, you need to go to the hospital. But y'all know that burning sensation I'm talking about. I ain't talking about heartburn. You know, I'm a fat nigga, but I ain't talking about heartburn. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about heartburn. You feel me? I'm not talking about heartburn. You know what I'm saying? Nigga might need an Alka-Seltzer every now and again, but I ain't talking about heartburn. But y'all know what I'm talking about. That's where your purpose comes from. And if you saying you standing on this, it had to come from there. It didn't come from you reading books. You looking at documentaries and feeling sorry for people and, oh, damn, why did that happen to them? Oh, they need somebody to take up for them. No, that's wrong. Nah, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. Man, I'm a grow up and help them people. But as soon as the first sign of some real pressure, you're gonna fold. You're gonna fold. Because it ain't in you. Because your principles, your spiritual value, that's not connected to your spiritual value. That's not connected to you. The purpose that the mantle that you saying you uphold, it has to be connected to you. Not connected to your money. See, remember what I played yesterday with my son and DJ Vlad. Remember what Vlad told my son. I don't care and I don't have to apologize because it's not going to affect my money. See? So he was only loyal to my son because my son was protecting his money. Because my son was his bodyguard. Where my son connects loyalty to friendship and love and being a brotherhood. You see? Where another man connects brotherhood and all of that shit to money, capital, assets. You see? And ain't nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with that. But like I said on yesterday's show, it's your job as a man to know what's in you. So you don't become expendable. So you don't become like what happened to my son, where you get thrown away and used and abused for your loyalty. You see? This shit that we saying we standing on, you got to have a reason to hold the line. You got to have a real reason to hold the line. You're not holding the line because you're getting paid to hold the line. Because if that's the case, you could go hold somebody else's line that's paying. And that's what's happening. That's what you see. That's what you see. And I understand, because it has to be in you, man. This is why the nation say it's 5%. It's only 5%. It's only the 5%ers. You see? And who wants to be a poor, righteous teacher? Right? Who wants to be a poor, righteous teacher? But we in the age of the internet. So who said you got to be a poor, righteous teacher? Who said you can't be a rich, righteous teacher? Who said you can't get rich off teaching black men? Who said that? Master? Who said that? Your mammy? Who said that? Who taught you that? Huh? Who said that? I know some black men right now that's rich off teaching black men. Right now, they millionaires. Right now. I could call his phone right now and he'll answer. Right now. I could call more people right now. Not even just him, more. That's rich off teaching black men. That's responsible for thousands of black men. Who told you that? But I get it though. It ain't in you. That's just not really what you're about. And this is what happens during crunch time. You know, like Allen Houston. Everybody loved Allen Houston from the New York Knicks, right? He, at any time, he'll light the goddamn game up. Threes raining out the goddamn sky. But during crunch time in the goddamn playoffs, this bastard cannot hit a free throw. He cannot hit a free throw. He can't hit a free throw. When it's crunch time, he missing layups off the glass. Y'all remember? Somebody correct me if I'm lying. Allen Houston is missing during crunch time. He's gone. He's a ghost on the court. And this is what happens with any situation. When shit get real and it's time for niggas to stand on something and hold the line regardless to whatever, it's like, well, listen, man, I got a family and well, this ain't really worth it because, man, I don't really want to do this shit no more. It's how I go. This how I go. This how I go. You see? See how I go? It gotta be in you. You know why Malcolm X was so potent as a speaker? Because what he went through as a little black boy. Because all of the shit that he experienced as a little black boy. That's why. And the poverty he had to deal with as a little black boy. That's why he was such a powerful speaker. Because he was relatable. It was in him. It was in him. It was in him. Wasn't on him. How you knew it was in him? Because remember, he was Detroit Red, the pimp. But he died El Haj Malik Hel Shabazz. That's how he died. aka one of the greatest black men that ever walked the goddamn planet. One of the greatest men to ever walk the planet, and that will walk the goddamn planet. Why? Because the shit he spoke was in him. Martin Luther King, the shit that he spoke was in him. It was in him. See, you're willing to suffer when it's in you. See? You're willing to do it because it's in you. This is part of who you are. This is not a job. This is who you are. This is your walk. Like they say in the church, this is your walk. If this is not your walk, walk the other way. This shit is not for play. It's not for toy and games. This is not what this is. Playing with this shit, you'll get sent to the upper room. Playing with this shit, you could be poor for the rest of your life and not live, you know, the life that you want to live. So this is not for play. Got to understand this. If you're not ready to take on what comes along with this, man, walk the other way. Walk the other goddamn way. Because you're going to see real quick that it ain't worth it. You're going to see real quick. Oh, it ain't worth it. Of course. But see, when it's in you, it's not about that. Because guess what? If certain guys like Malcolm, like Martin, like Marcus Garvey, you know, and along with a lot of our other revolutionaries, if they didn't take up the mantle that they took up, their life wouldn't have been what it was. Because, see, you got to understand, they were freedom fighters. See, when you advocating for black male agency, you are advocating for the black man to be free. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. And you're going to go through some shit doing that. Because we know, like I spoke about yesterday, we're expendable to everyone. We're expendable. This is why we're the world's greatest commodity, the black man. See, they want us not to focus on us, so we don't keep looking at them focusing on us. See, when you know you and understand you and who you are and your place in society and in this world and even in this goddamn universe, you know who your enemy is. You know who your enemy is. See? Then you'll really start playing chess and just stop playing the goddamn game. you'll really be playing chess. And that's the type of chess they don't want to play with us. They want to keep us on the boards. They don't want you loving yourself. See? They don't want you doing that. They want you to stay in a state of depression so they can keep using you to be against your brother, to keep using you to not feel like you're obligated to help your brother. Shit, I ain't helping him. He a crackhead. He on dope. He homeless. He ain't got a job. He don't want to do nothing with his life. This is what they do. This is why they keep you on the chessboard, so you don't know that the game is psychological. You see? The war is spiritual. The war is based on principalities. Spiritual principles. You see? So if they get you to not value yourself, how could you value black male agency? Because then there's no connection there. The only connection that'll be there is a check. Like Black Lives Matter. See, the only connection with them black women and the young black men who were killed was them getting paid. You see? It was them getting paid. So once again, we back to nobody giving a fuck about black men. When are we going to see that part? Well, black men got to give a fuck about black men. How black men don't? When it's more fucking black men who don't give a fuck about them than any other man. You got black men right here in this goddamn space that'll tell you they won't hire a nigga because he on child support. But then these same niggas that'll tell you they won't hire a black man because they on child support will pay that nigga that he won't hire. He'll pay that nigga baby mama to sleep with her so she could get money to feed that nigga child that he won't hire. You see how stupid you niggas are? You see how stupid you are by abandoning your brothers? That same black man, that same type of black man who need a job because he need to pay his child support so he could see his child, will come to a black man and get the door shut in his face. And then that same black man take $50 to $100 and pay that nigga baby mama later on that night for sexual favors to feed that baby when he could have just hired her fucking baby father to feed the goddamn child. And then these same niggas that done tricked or turn around and call these women 304s. You see what happens when you see what happens? See what happens when you abandon knowledge of self? You lose yourself. Do you start gumming out here? You start coming out here just representing goofy shit. See, when you abort black male agency, you aborting your goddamn self. Cause we our own agency. Where else you going, nigga? Where you going? Where you gonna get agency from? But from your brother. Where else you going? You ain't got no agency nowhere else. You can't pay for agency, nigga. Because agency starts with unity. In order to get political agency, it starts with grassroots unity. Unity in the streets. So you think aborting black men gonna get you something? Well, hey, I wish you nothing but the best. Everybody. I wish you nothing but the best, man. But just know when these doors are closed, the doors are closed, my nigga. See? If you ain't operating on this 10 life value system, nigga, these doors are closed. Cause see, you can't have one foot in and one foot out, man. Either you for this or you're not. You see? Go where your bread is buttered. I tell any man to do that. Go where your bread is buttered. Ain't nobody sitting here telling you to sit here and struggle and do. No, go where your bread is buttered. Go where your bread is buttered, man. Because it's only going to help you. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. It's in the top left-hand corner of the screen, Jay Speaks. See, like I said yesterday, before I ended my video, go and check that out. Old setbacks. Appreciate that, C. There it is, Jay Speaks. Appreciate it, Bishop. But like I said at the end of the video, young brothers, follow your heart, man. See, when I say follow your heart, I ain't telling you to think with your heart. I'm not telling you that. But I'm telling brothers to do that so we can begin to live an optimal life. We can live a life of fulfillment. Stop living according to everybody else and what everybody else want and what everybody else see fit for us and what everybody think our mission should be. That's a life of unfulfillment. That's the life of a slave. That's why I tell brothers, follow your heart. If it's not in you, it's not in you. You see? Because it got to be in you. It can't be on you. You see? Follow your heart, brothers. If your heart ain't in this shit, go. Go. Because it's only going to hurt you in the end. It's only going to hurt. It's only going to hurt you. It's not going to benefit you because it's not a part of you. It's not a part of you. So, of course, it's going to hurt you. You can't wear this shit like a name tag, man. This is not a fast food drive-through type of thing, man. This ain't no get rich quick. I'ma go viral and no, this is not what this is about. It's no. This is not media friendly. This is why I appreciate everybody who support my channel. I appreciate everybody who come through. I appreciate everybody who support. Because I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. And I know what comes from this. I know what this type of stuff breeds amongst people who are opposing of this shit. I know. I know. Trust me, I do. Why? Because before I even got around to this space, like I was saying on Shango panel earlier, shout out to my brother Shango the Eternal, I've been doxxed before. I've been doxxed too. People was talking about my kids too. The dudes that doxed me had troll accounts with my people names in them and had pictures of them. They had troll accounts with my mother picture on it. Going around trolling different chat rooms, trolling me. The troll probably still out there somewhere. Who knows? This is before I even got here. I was promoting Black Male Agency in support of brothers. And anybody who know me knows this. So I know what comes with this shit. Because I went through it myself before I even got to the Black manosphere. I already went through it. I went through it in the goddamn conscious community. Around niggas who's supposed to be conscious. Around niggas who's supposed to be pro-black. Around people who's supposed to be black first. Around people who's supposed to love the upliftment of the black family and the black community. That's the place I got doxxed at. Yep, sure did. That's why when I got here, you didn't hear me promoting pro-blackness. I denounced my pro-blackness over there because of the shit that was happening. Along with the things that went on in real life dealing with the conscious community. And how black men hurt other black men, stole from other black men. And not just stole their ideas, but really stole money. And still owe these brothers to this day. So I know. I know, man. Trust me. Go where your bread is buttered. Follow your heart. Because this shit gotta be there. It gotta be in there. Appreciate you, Miss C. She said, love to Much love to you, Miss C. So I know, man. But it got to be in you. Got to be in you, man. It didn't stop me from promoting what I promote. I was promoting Heal Before We Build over there. Over there. Shit ain't gonna stop. It's a marathon. Healing is a process, not an event. I was hurt behind what them brothers did to me because it was men who did it. It was black men who doxed me. Not black women, black men. They doxed me. And what was crazy was the dudes that actually doxed me were dudes I was cool with at one point. I know. I trust me. And they did this because they tried to paint me out to be a black woman hater, a misogynist. They was trying to do this to me over when I was over there in the conscious community sector. DS1 hate black women. DS1 hate black women. Yeah. That's what they was trying to paint me as. Dudes done sent women at me and everything. They done sent women at me. Try to get them to, try to say I was cheating on my wife. How I cheat on my wife with YouTube women. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I went through that shit before I even got here. Before I even got here. These are facts. This is all black men doing this shit. All black men. Trust me. I get it, man. Because, see, I understand something. I understand that when this is the type of work that you're doing, a lot of black men are gonna hate you because you're trying to do something that they think never could be done. You're trying to fix something that they don't ever think will ever be fixed. You're trying to rescue a person that's drowning. A lot of black men out here are drowning. That's why they rather drown in money. Don't let that go over your head. A lot of black men out here are drowning. That's why they rather drown in money. I'm trying to stop brothers from drowning. I'm trying to let brothers know that we got to be each other's raft. Because ain't nobody throwing no life rafts for us out here. When we swimming with them sharks. Who throwing them life rafts? Huh? Who throwing them life rafts if one of us not? You see us laying dead out in the middle of these streets? Who out there? Young brother get killed. He laying in the middle of the street for 7 hours. People walking past his dead body. that don't mean nothing no more. Well, hey, I get it. I get it, man. It got to be in you. And some people just realize that it was never that serious for them. You know, some people get to a certain point in life where they like, man, I was taking up some shit I ain't even had to take up. That's true. Because they realize it ain't in them. A lot of these niggas that get up here and talk the shit that they talk, they didn't even grow up like that. To be talking like that. They really just talking out their ass. Or talking about some shit that they watched, you know, from their window. And this ain't trying to shit on nobody. This is the truth. It's just the truth. A lot of you dudes are on here talking about shit that you can't really relate to. You come from a good family. You come from an upperly mobile family. Why are you talking about the black struggle? Why are you talking about the black struggle? Why are you talking about the plight of the black man? Some shit you ain't never experienced. You grew up and your mama was cutting your goddamn bologna sandwiches in triangles, nigga. What you know about a black struggle? Huh? What you know about a black struggle? You grew up and had cable and was drinking juice and Minute Maid juice and all of that. What you know about struggle? You had carpet in your house. What you know about struggle? What you talking about, bro? What you talking about? Just come on, man. I get it. It's a character for you. It's a character. It's a character for a lot of y'all. This is why y'all want to get up here and debate all the time. Because it's not in you, it's on you. That's why you want to debate. I'll show him who's the smartest. This is why y'all do that. Because it's not in y'all, it's on y'all. Because when shit start getting real, shit start getting tight, this what you gonna hear most dudes say. Well, you know, at the end of the day, you know, shit, I just want to go home. That's what you hear. That's what you gonna hear. Shout out to my brother Ronan. He said, your passion demands that spiritual endurance. As former friends quickly bear their fangs, the deeper your commitment to your purpose grows. Salute, my brother. That's real. That's real. But that's what it is. I'm 35, Jay Speaks. Yeah, a lot of these dudes grew up on filet mignon. A lot of these dudes grew up eating Saturday breakfast and, you know, waking up to breakfast in bed. And, you know, a lot of these dudes didn't really have no struggle like that. This is why it's easy for them to abandon the black male struggle. Because they didn't struggle. You know, they probably grew up and wasn't able to get the shit that they wanted, but that don't mean you grew up poor. That don't mean you grew up struggling because you couldn't get the shit that you wanted. You know what I'm saying? Growing up struggling is when you growing up, when it rained, you got buckets and shit in your room. That's struggling. That's growing up in poverty. Dilapidated roofs. When the wintertime come, you got to put contractor bags and tape them up against the window sills so the air don't blow in your house. That's struggle. Yeah, a lot of y'all don't know about that. A lot of y'all don't know about that. Shit, when I grew up taking nothing but baths. We didn't have a shower. We had a bathtub. That was it. We had a bathtub. We didn't have a shower until we moved down south. Till we moved to Virginia. That's when we had a shower. Before that, a bathtub. No shower. Grew up drinking sugar water. See what I'm saying? That develops a fire and a desire in you to want more. And then you go to your friend's house, and your friend's house is totally different. You know what I'm saying? Homeboy house, his mother used to have food ready when I walk in. See? I go to my friend's house and spend the night at my friend's house. We eating snacks all night because they mothers got money. One of my homeboys, his mother was a correction officer. We had everything. And this was back in the 90s. Cocoa Pebbles cereal. You had to have money to eat Fruity Pebbles, nigga. You wasn't eating Fruity Pebbles and you was broke. Y'all sound off in the chat if I'm lying or not. See this gotta be in you. If you gonna pick up this purpose, you gotta have some profound memories. You gotta come from this. There's no way else explaining this. You gotta come from this, man. Come on, man. One of my great uncles died in prison for being who he was. I come from that. Swimming in crack valves. Me and my friends grew up playing in crack valves. This is not a bragging thing. This is to display our trauma. Before you sit down on a bench on my block, you had to sweep crack valves off it. When I was young. This is what made guys like the Wu put the lessons in their music to teach young men like me who was listening back in the 90s. See, because as I started getting older, I started wondering why my uncles was listening to them. And I knew why. Because they was talking about their life. That's why they spit the lessons to civilize the black man. so he can provide SOS for his family. What is SOS? Systems, a value system. You must have a value system. With that, you'll have order. With order, you'll have proper structure in your family. That's what the lessons is. But I understand there's only going to be a few. And shout out to all my brothers, man. Shout out to all of y'all, man. I love all y'all, man. You know, like I said, man, follow your heart. Follow your heart, man. Go be happy. Go live your life and be as fulfilled as you want. I ain't got no judgment. I just want brothers to live longer and to live a happier existence. But if it ain't in you, it ain't for you. Because it has to be in you and not on you in order for you to keep going. So shout out to everybody, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Much love. If you donated to the show, I appreciate it. If you hit the Cash App, I appreciate it. If you would like to donate to the show and you enjoyed the show, the donation links is in the chat room, or you can hit the Cash App. Cash App $SheepStaySleepTV. Cash App $SheepStaySleepTV. I appreciate all the love and the support. Shout out to the Masculine Mercenaries. Salute to my whole A-Gang family. Salute to everybody in the building. Shout out to all the supporters, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, man. As we know, this episode and this channel is sponsored by A-Gang. A-Gang, a male herbal solution. This is a product for us, brothers. It is a product for men promoting optimal health for men. Pay attention, ladies. If you have a significant other, if you have any older sons, this is a product promoting optimal health. It is a product that promotes optimal health for us men and men only. It is for our energy. It is for our vitality. It is for our strength. And it's for men's libido. So get down in the description box. Join this A-Game lifestyle. Join this A-Game lifestyle promoting optimal health. Get down in the description box. Hit the link for your A-Game. And at your checkout, type in promo code SHEEP and the number 10. That's SHEEP and the number 10 to get a discount off on your purchase. This is DS1 Ross of Sheep Stay Sleep TV. And remember, brothers, we got to heal before we build. We got to heal before we build. Because it has to be in you, not on you. We'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
When I'm training for professional competitions, men and women always ask me for advice. To women, I say push yourself harder than you ever have before and go beyond your comfort zone. Focus on your goals. Men, if I am willing to push myself to become Mr. Olympia in 2022, then I only have one thing to say to you. Bring your A game.